Hi, crafters. Come on in. Welcome back to Simply Charlease, where new crafters like to hang out. Well, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I decided that I was going to make a little small something for each one of the ladies in my senior fitness class. So, this is what we're going to be doing today. And we're going to be using one of the soaps that we've made. And I'll try to remember to link this, the video where we made this soap down in the description box, okay? But this is what we're going to be doing today. And it's really, really simple, and it's not expensive. We have a mug. We have a mesh bath poof. We have one of the soaps that we've made, a little tiny box of chocolates, and one little lollipop in the back. And that's it. All right? Let's make it. Okay, first let's go over the supplies and the tools that we're going to need to make this project. All right, the base of this project is a mug or whatever vessel that you decide to use. We're going to be using, to fill this vessel, one of the soaps that we've made, this mesh poof, a little box of candy. I got this from Aldi's. And I got a bag of lollipops. I got this from the Dollar Tree. And I'm only going to put one in there. We're going to need a bow. And I made this bow. And let me know if you want me to show you how to make this bow. And if you do, I'll do another real short clip and show you how to make this bow. It's real simple. I used Dollar Tree wire ribbon, but it's really cute, I think. We're going to use a pool noodle, and I've cut it down to size. You see, I just put it next to my vessel, and then I cut it down to size. What else? We're going to need some skewers. We're going to need some tape, some tape and scissors, a little twine, some tissue paper, and I have white, and then I have this multicolored tissue paper, and like I said, ribbon, okay, which I got from the Dollar Tree. And ultimately, we'll need a bag or some cellophane wrap to wrap your project in. And I think that's it. All right. First things first, we're going to take our pool noodle, or you could use, what's that floral foam that you can get from the Dollar Tree, and just cut it down to size to put it in your mug or whatever you're using. And I'm taking one sheet of tissue paper, and I folded it in half, and I'm just going to wrap it around the pool noodle. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. It even has a little opening on the side that you'll never see. And I'm going to put a little tape on the bottom just to hold it together. And you really don't even have to do that. That's just something that I do. All right, you're going to take your vessel and put your pool noodle down in. All right. And that's what we're working with. It's just that simple. All right. The next thing that we want to do, we want to prep our little box of candy to put in our project. And I'm going to take one skewer and some tape. And I just want to line it up. You see, I'm in the center here and down to the point. All right, and to initially secure it, I just take one little piece and secure it at the top, and then another little piece of tape and secure it down at the bottom. And that would probably be good enough, okay? But I just like to be extra careful. I don't want things falling apart when they're being transported. So I put another piece down the center. Okay. And that way I know that's not going anywhere. All right. We're going to take our mug, and I'm going to do this facing me so that I can see exactly where I'm putting it. And you decide where you want to put your candy or whatever it is you're putting in. All right. And I just put it down in that pool noodle. And that's the center of our project. This is so simple, guys. Next, I'm going to take the mesh poof and decide where I want that to go. And I'm just going to sit that right under that box of candy. And I don't want it to go anywhere, so I'm going to take a pretty long piece of tape. You see, that's why I'm using this long piece of tape, because I don't want that to happen when I'm working with it. All right, let's put this back in place. I'll put this tape down here while I'm just putting this back in place. Okay, and I have it pretty much where I want it. And I take my tape and I attach it to the box of candy and just pull it over. It's sticking to my hand. Pull it over the mesh poof so it doesn't go anywhere. And see, now that's going to stay in place. All right. And I've told you about using that transparent tape because we want to make sure that, you know, you're not looking at tape when you're looking at your project. All right, next thing, we're going to use one of our soaps. And I chose the Rose soap, but you can use whatever soap you want. And I'm just going to put a little piece of tape across the top right there. And I'm going to attach it to the box of candy. Okay. And then I'm going to put another piece at the bottom of the soap so that it doesn't go anywhere. I want to make sure things stay in place when you're transporting it. Okay. All right. And we're almost done, guys. And then I'm just going to take this one little lollipop. And this particular lollipop, it says to and from on one side. And then you actually see the lollipop on the other side. And I like the lollipop side. So I'm just sticking that in on the side. Okay. All right. You got your lollipop, you got your box of candy, your soap, and your poof. All right. Now, we don't want to, or I don't want, and that doesn't look bad, you know, that white, but I don't necessarily want to see that. So what I've done is I took some yellow tissue paper, and I chose yellow because of the mug. And we're just gonna crumple it up, and we're gonna look around and find all those little empty spaces. And we're just gonna cover those empty spaces. Okay. Spaces, spots like this, we just scrunch it down. And then when you spread it out, you can't see. You can't see in you can't see that white, which is what we're trying to do, is cover that white up. Let's see, get another piece. And let's see, I'm gonna put a piece right here. Okay. And in the back, you see that space right there? I want to cover that up. And just like everything else that we do, no two, because they're handcrafted, no two are going to be alike. So you just look around your project and see where you have those white spaces, and you take care of that. Okay. Got one spot right there, and I'm going to just push this down in between this pool noodle and the rim of the mug, and that's covered. That's covered. Let's see, I don't want that to hang out quite so far because we're going to be putting it in a bag. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. And see how quick that was, guys? That was so quick. And the only thing left to do now is to put it in your bag or your cellophane wrap. And I happen to have some bags here, and I don't know the measurements or anything, guys. I've had these bags so long. I just looked at my stash and found something. Okay. I had some other bags that I wanted to use, but they were just a smidgen too small. So I just put them back and said, well, we'll find another project for those. All right, you just sit it in and try to center it as best you can. And I'm going to turn this around to me. Okay. Let's see. All right. And then hopefully you can see this. Let's see. Nope, better this way. Okay. And then, you just scrunch it up at the sides. Get it nice and tight. See, I'm getting it nice and tight. I guess I can turn this around to you now. All right, and then I just twist it just a little bit. And then I look at it and see if there's any adjustments that I feel like I should make. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna take, now some crafters just, at this point, they take a piece of twine and they go ahead, or ribbon, and they tie it. But I like to take a piece of tape and just twist it around and secure it that way. Okay, all right. And now this doesn't look bad, but I would prefer to secure these corners. So I'm just going to take a little piece of tape. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah. And attach it to that corner and just pull that around. And do the same thing on the other side. Attach it to that corner and pull that around. And this transparent tape is wonderful. You don't see any of that. All right, and then that looks nice and neat. See that? And it's not taking us long at all. And if I weren't talking and pausing, you can put out a bunch of these in no time. And then I have this bow that I made. Okay, and I secured it with some twine. So you just decide how you want this bow to sit. Let's see, which way do I like? I think I'm going this way. And just tie that bow. And I put a knot in it to make sure that the bow doesn't come off until the recipient is ready to take it off. Okay. And there we have it, guys. There we have it. And you can just fluff up your bow. Okay. And that's it. All right, so this is the way it looks before you wrap it. And then this is the way it looks with your bow and your wrapping on it. How simple is that, guys? You can go to the Dollar Tree, which that's not what I did in this case. But you can go to the Dollar Tree and get you some mugs, the ribbon. I didn't get my candy from the Dollar Tree, but you can do that. They have these sponges, and then you get to use soap that you created. All right, guys, that's our project for the day. One other thing, you may want to give somebody something that you know, say for example, they're diabetic and you don't want to give them candy. There was a time, it's been quite some time ago, when we made these tea bouquets. You can do the same thing. Okay, it doesn't have to be a cup and a saucer. It could be a mug, and you just do tea instead of candy. You can do tea with the soap and the mesh. Okay, there's many ways that you can do this, and I think I'm gonna see if I can find a video where we created this, because this is another idea. All right. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm loving it. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.